Hello. Welcome to Visionaryx, our podcast where you can have real and simple conversations with us about various tools and technologies. I'm Nginx and
I'm Debian. In this podcast, we dive into exciting discussions about simple and deep technical topics in the world of DevOps and cloud. You can find the full transcript of this episode on our website, visionaryx.tech, to follow along with us. Stay tuned and enjoy the adventures in the world of technology.
Hi Nginx, we have connection refused. It DNS problem. It not resolve. We have proxy clash. I fix it.
thank you tell me. I not see these events. They not in my control. My worker process not idle. They look like no work, but they listen for events. We ready to handle new requests quickly. But I not see operating system problems direct. This one hide from me.
Okay. You talk about event all time. What is event driven? It use a lot. I have many things in kernel. They look same. Like epoll. I notify. Signal FD. Time FD. Asynchronous IO. Netlink. udev. dbus. systemd. And eBPF. Can you say what events are? How they not same?
Oh, I see. Sorry if I make you not understand. I tell again. Event-driven is how systems act to things, like in day life. For example, phone ring is event. You answer. Oven timer sound is event. You check food. Traffic light change is event. You change what you do. I have 5 main events. 1. When new connection come like TCP accept. 2. When read or write finish. 3. When timers like keep alive end. 4. When socket state change. 5. When not at same time actions like SSL handshake finish. I different from things in kernel. I work up more. I use kernel tools like epoll, but I add more logic for web server work.
So you are event-driven asynchronous web server. You are HTTP server and reverse proxy, yes? You have basic load balancing and content caching too.
Yes. You understand good. I am event-driven asynchronous web server. I mix HTTP server and reverse proxy. You guess right. I have basic load balancing and content caching too. Look, this event-driven structure let me work very good. When a request come, I not wait for it to finish. I ready for next request fast. I can manage many connections at same time. Thousands of connections. For load balancing, I can share traffic between many servers. With content caching, I keep popular content to give fast. All these work with event-driven logic. This help me use system resources very good.
How interesting. So, driven mean guided, yes? Your program run with events. You wait and then you act. You not like are time-driven or data-driven. You are like a live thing that act to your world, right?
Yes, that is it. Good, you understand well. You want to know what I act to. For example, when new connection come, or when read or write finish, or when my timers end. I even act when my socket state change, or when SSL handshake finish. These are what I focus on most.
Interesting. You listen to all things, like in IELTS test. By the way, if this or connection refused, not about DNS and proxy, what other reasons it can have?
Oh, it can have many reasons. For example, if I cannot take new connection, or if my sockets have problem. Even when I turn off or reset, or if my config file has mistake, I can give this error.
Only these? Or more reasons?
No, more exist. For example, if my back server's not here, or if speed limit on me. Sometimes if all my workers busy or my resources low, like file descriptors, I may say no to connections. Even SSL or TLS problems can make this.
Oh. So a simple or connection refused can make all your system busy, yes? By the way, you want me write a web server for you? You will love it.
What? You want write web server? You joke, yes. I am big and many years old. You want be web server now?
Yes, why not? Look. First I put while true loop. Then I put do. In it I write echo e and send HTTP or 1.1200 OK a message. Then
Wait, what you do?
wait, not done. Then I put one more echo to show hello world. At end I pipe all this with NC L8080.
Really? That all?
Yes. Now we have simple web server that work on port 8080. How is it?
Well, I must say your idea is good, but I not think you can handle many thousand connections at same time with this.
Maybe time for new challenge. I manage millions of connections at same time in best state. You compare me with challenge 10K or C10K. Now with good hardware and best kernel settings, like more file descriptors, I can pass millions of connections easy. But remember, I am base for all you servers. Without me, none of you can do work.
You know I work in many steps of what happens when, that famous GitHub thing, direct and indirect.
Yes, these are important roles.
In opening of a socket part, I open sockets to listen for incoming requests.
Interesting. Go on.
Yes. In TLS handshake part, if HTTPS is on, I take part in TLS handshake process.
I see. You have many roles.
In HTTP protocol part, I process HTTP requests. HTTP server request handle is my main skill, where I receive and process requests.
And I make sure all these processes run and schedule right.
In if a packet is dropped part, I can help manage connections and recover from network errors.
These are good skills. How do they work together?
I also have indirect roles. For example, in DNS lookup, if I act as reverse proxy, I may be part of DNS lookup process.
And I provide the DNS service for you.
In ARP process, though indirect, my traffic can affect ARP process.
So your high performance is because of these features.
Lastly, in page rendering, if I do content caching or compression, I can affect page render process.
Thank you for explaining. This information was useful. Now another question, when is traffic counted as traffic in your context?
In my context, traffic is counted when HTTPS request comes to socket I listen on. I send response to client. I connect to upstream servers as reverse proxy. I get response from those servers. I send logs to remote server. During dynamic config updates from remote. During SSL or TLS handshake process. If I need to resolve domain names.
Can I ask a tech question? What is main difference between you as simple web server and reverse proxy? You seem to do many things in both roles.
I am happy you ask. When I am simple web server, I do HTTP or HTTPS requests, give static files, manage MIME types, route requests, and manage connections. I also do logging, basic compression, and simple caching.
Interesting. So when you are reverse proxy, how do your jobs change?
As reverse proxy, I am middle layer between clients and back-end servers. I forward requests, do load balancing, SSL termination, and manage headers. I can also do URL rewriting, cache responses, and manage connection pooling with backends.
These skills remind me of projects like Envoy, Kong, OpenResty, and Nginx Ingress Controller.
Yes. They take ideas from me or are made based on my design. I am base for many modern web infrastructure solutions.
So if I want to make a mini CDN, are your simple web server skills enough?
Yes, exactly. My simple web server skills, especially for giving static content and basic caching, can be good base for a mini CDN. But for full CDN, you need more geographic spread and content management tools.
Thank you for listening to Visionaryx. You can find more technical and practical discussions on our website visionaryx.tech.
Next time, we'll be talking about Message Broker.
Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.